So let's talk about riding a little bit, especially in Japan. Like, where's a good place? I thought that, you know, I was used to America, you know, when I moved here, and then I fell in love with the riding in Kansai because it was just so different and so windy and so many things to see compared to where I'm from. So that's why I fell in love with riding there. And you know, you live someplace, you get connected to it, and you get a little bit of a bias. But yeah, I love riding in Kansai. But you know, I've been around a little bit. Of course, I haven't been up north. I haven't been north of Kanto. I don't know, like, what you would call the region, like the Hokkaido region. I don't know. I haven't been up there. And this is my first taste of Kyushu. But what I can tell you is that Kansai is awesome to ride in. It's good and it's accessible because, you know, you got, take this all with a grain of salt because I haven't experienced everything probably as much as I should be, but I feel like Kansai is the best place to live if you want to, how do I say this? Kansai is the best place to ride if you also need to support yourself, you know, because there's jobs over there, and the grading is great, it's accessible, people visit, it's not like far-flung, you know what I mean? Like, I have friends that say, hey, I'm coming to Osaka, like, I still, you know, like, I still bump into them. If I lived in Kyushu, I would never have any friends, like foreign friends, or, you know, like, be like, hey, yeah, I'm just passing through Kyushu for the weekend. No, like, it's not gonna happen. Nobody really comes here, except, I mean, people do, but what's more like people who live in the country come to vacation here, but I don't feel like there's a big international draw to Kyushu, even though, damn, look at this, like, if you love bikes, you should do it. But if you, I should say, quality of life and riding combination, Kansai is #1. IMO. Then you got Kanto, which I've only experienced riding there for like a couple of days, and you know how it is, like, when, well, you don't like find all the best places like on the first time you go out. Like, you got to explore and turn them up. But like, there was like, on my whole trip to Shizuoka, I only found like one road that was just like, oh damn, this was awesome. And like, you had to pay tolls, and it was just like, I wasn't so into it. The roads were very nice, in really nice shape, and I guess if you like the city, I don't know, ask Motorcycle Japan, because he lives close enough to commute into Tokyo, and he could ride, and he seems to find some good stuff. But from what I've experienced, I wasn't very impressed with Kanto. Basically, not by saying I wasn't impressed. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. It's great. It's fantastic. Compared to America, the riding over there was fantastic. Then you have Shikoku, which is like beautiful, so very natural. Even though it's so close to Kansai, so close to Wakayama, it's like a completely different experience. The air seems cleaner. It just seems like the water is cleaner. The rivers are more beautiful. It's awesome. And I over there, so for example, I went to Kanto, and I rode a couple of roads. It was just like, nah, not really. Not that it was bad, but it just wasn't like, it wasn't turning me on. But you go to Shikoku, and it's just like, it's impossible not to find a beautiful road, winding road. It's great, but it's isolated. It's a tiny little, it's not tiny, it's decent, but with the amount that I explore, I don't think I could live there. And if you could find a good job there, I mean, I would, if I found out that I was if I had to move to Shikoku tomorrow, I'd be happy, as long as I knew I could you know, afford to take care of myself. But it's a great place to ride, but it's a little bit isolated, I think. Coming into Kyushu, I can't believe it. Like, not even 5 minutes off of the ferry, I'm thinking like my mind is being blown by some of these roads. Incredible. The roads, the shape of the roads, much better than it is in Kansai, or at least I should say Wakayama. It's like super nice and clean. I wouldn't hesitate to really lean my bike over on this road. Whereas in Wakayama, the surface is a little sketch, and there's potholes and dips and bumps. It's like, it's a little risky. Here, you could fly if you wanted to here, and the roads are perfect for it. And more than that, like, I feel like a lot of the places I've been to in, you know, where I usually ride, the roads are very fun, very windy, but there's like, if you want to go to a breathtaking spot, like, I could show you 100 of them, but like, you have to go there, right? Like, what I can't believe about this, the roads are incredible, and every single like landscape has been like taking my breath away through basically for the last 150 kilometers. I don't know how much it changes and how much North Kyushu and South Kyushu, you know, changes, but this is probably the best riding that I've ever done, as far as like quality of the road, quality of the like the actual quality of it, the condition of the road, the quality of the road as far as like the turns, no bends and stuff, and then also beauty. It's like the trifecta. It's perfect. But then you got the thing. It's like, would you want to live here? Yeah, I would. But it's like, even in Wakayama, you know, it's accessible. It's close to it's close to Osaka, close to Kyoto, close to Nara, close to Mie. There's a lot of good places in all of those prefectures to go to, but you have the ocean right on the east, and I sometimes I feel limited there, because it's like, I can go today on my trip, I can go north, west, and south, but if I can't go any farther east because there's the coast. So if I was in Shikoku, I would feel a little bit trapped, because even though, like, yes, if you're, let's say you're in the middle of Kyushu, you can go north, you can go any direction, but you can't go there very far, right? So as far as like vacationing here to ride, fantastic. As far as living here to ride, yeah, I mean, like, I could accept doing this every day, but at some point I feel like I wish I could go a little farther, which there's always the ferry, but you know, or you could always take the bridge up like the Hiroshima or whatever. But as far as like what's accessible to you, but so as far as like being able to work, and oh fuck, I just got smoked up by that truck. I'm very, very satisfied with Kansai, with Wakayama, but this is on a whole nother level. Like, this is I feel like this is where all the car commercials and bike commercials are made, you know, like with the sweeping, with the wind blowing the grass, the just guy, I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect. And you turn the corner and it's better. It keeps getting better and better. So definitely I'm gonna give Kyushu a 10 out of 10 for just the motorcycle aspect of it. 10 out of 10. 5 out of 7. See you guys.